Am I the asshole for not wanting to do a prank the bride is asking me to do during her wedding ceremony? I, 23 male, am one of the groomsmen for my best friend's 35 male wedding. His fiancée, 33 female, is a known jokester and likes pulling pranks that doesn't affect anyone beyond making us laugh. Stupid funny things like this that she'd go out of her way to do to make us laugh. It's never anything harmful, and the farthest she's ever gone was accidentally destroying the groom's shitty Toshiba laptop and surprise him with a brand new modern Alienware one that he had been saving for 2 years for. She backed up everything and only destroyed the screen so things could still be salvaged just in case.
Okay.
So neither of them really care for the ceremony aspect of the wedding. They're going to get a courthouse wedding and save the money for a nice reception with only close friends and family. There's going to be 3 witnesses, me, the best man, and the maid of honor. And the wedding will have at most 4 to 5 more friends and some of the groom's family. The bride was all for this as she can get really anxious in big events like this. But she still feels like it's not something to really write home about. So she wanted to pull a pretty notable prank by having a dramatic objection or something during the ceremony. Since I'll be the only single one there, she wants me to do the objection thing, seem like I'm going for her, and then, plot twist, vie for the groom. Then she wants us to do a sword fight for his hand. I wish I was joking, but she and the groom actually have a sizable sword collection, and she said she'd get her maid of honor to sneak 2 of the smaller ones.
Okay, no, stop. You can't bring swords into a damn courthouse.
Right?
They don't even let you bring your cell phones in there.
The maid of honor, who was there while the bride was talking to me, interjected and said it was a stupid idea.
You're gonna get arrested.
Yeah, you need to do the prank during the reception.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. The maid of honor, who was there while the bride was talking to me, interjected and said that it was a stupid idea. Relief. She'd get fake swords, since there would be issues in smuggling actual weapons. Plus, she'd run it by the officiant and whoever else she'd have to at the courthouse to make sure not too much of a commotion was created. Stress.
I don't think she can manage that.
I admittedly am a bit of a doormat and didn't outright say no at first, and I was hoping the maid of honor would say something. Then I realized I needed to pull my big boy pants up and say no. Which I did. Yay! They weren't happy, and not in an angry way, but in a way that made me feel immediately guilty. Not yay. I stupidly offered to think of a different joke to pull. They've added me into a group chat where I've constantly tried reiterating how I didn't feel comfortable with the pranks, and they tried to reassure me, trying to get me to reconsider. The maid of honor is calling me an asshole for not following the bride's wishes, as are one other mutual friend who the bride talked to about this. It's getting harder and harder to stick to my no. So, am I the asshole?